Okay, we are here with Bob Stirling from St. Croix Rods at the 2013 Sportsman Show. Great selection of rods here, absolutely no doubt about it. I'm a big St. Croix fan. What was really good for last year in the season?
2012 was a really interesting year for St. Croix. The company grew by about 18% last year. That is in a relatively hard economic market that's dictated in the States. Our new Triumph series, which was introduced to make sure that consumers who wanted a St. Croix could get into the market, could buy one at an affordable price. So something like this series retails for around $80, so you don't have to be a wealthy person to buy one of these rods. They've got all the same actions and tapers as our top-end rods do, but they are made on our standard scrim graphite material. They have conventional guides on it, conventional handle. They are a great way to introduce yourself to a performance rod without breaking the bank. They continue to be our best seller, and St. Croix, to keep up with that demand on that model, we've actually had to build a second production facility. We built one in Mexico because our Wisconsin facility in the States couldn't handle that. So
there you go.
So the rods are designed and engineered in Wisconsin, and we have them made in our own factory, supervised by our own people. So they're not made for us, they're made by us. And the response to those rods have been phenomenal. We have also continued to see great response to our Mojo Bass series, $100 rod, technique specific. So if you want a frog rod, we got a frog rod. You want a wacky rod for fishing Senkos, we got it. Nice selection of spinning rods, really great color. Probably the best new received rod in the market. Not only last year, but this has been around for 4 or 5 years. It continues to be our best selling technique specific rod. This is really a working man's version of our tournament series, because the actions and the styles we have in this rod have directly come from our blue rods, which is really neat. So we continue to increase sales in every category. So we do not have a rod series that one series has taken away from. They have all continued to grow, which is really neat. Our avids are where our rods go from being everything from a panfish rod or a light trout rod right through walleye, bass, into pike rods. We got spinning and casting versions, and we have a complete series of steelhead rods in it, which are really nice. We've got 2 nice center pin rods, an 11 and a 13 footer, really popular here in the Canadian market. We also have redesigned our Wild River series. So they've been we've had Wild River series around for many years. We have added some models into it. It's a really nice color. We've put a series of downrigging rods in, which we've never had before. Full set of spinning and casting rods, and they have crowned it off with a new 3-piece 13.5 foot model, which is made for our Canadian market, which is really nice.
Sorry,
go ahead.
But I just look up there, man. You got to salute it.
It's a long way up. But if you pick that rod up, it is really light. It's meant for fishing with a center pin reel, and our steelhead market in the Great Lakes area is absolutely on fire. Most of the steelhead rivers, the anglers are promoted to do catch and release, so the fishing is actually getting better, which is really nice. That's happened in the muskie fishery over the years, as the muskie fishery has got better because all the fish are going back. Moving on, our tournament series have been out for about 4 or 5 years. They continue to grow in popularity. People aren't even calling them tournaments anymore. The generic word for these they call them the blue rods. If someone mentions a blue rod, it's a legend tournament. We know what people want, and it's been really, really wonderful.
Okay, excellent. So now let's definitely now 2013, something new for St. Croix is the Legend Extreme.
Right. So what we did with the Extreme is that we redesigned the 2012 model.
Yeah.
Made a few pretty radical improvements on it. The first thing we did was we redesigned the handle. This handle takes us 5 days to build in the factory. We're calling it a skin. There is basically 5 layers of resin on this to get it shaped the way it is. This material we like because it's light, it's waterproof, and it gets stickier when it's wet, so it's not a slippery material like a foam handle.
Yeah.
This is really a top-end thing. No one in the industry has this. We also put Fuji's new KR Concept anti-tangle guides in. You can see the reverse slope on it. What that does is when the line funnels off of your reel, most guides are hooked back this way, and what happens is that as the line comes out of your reel, the first thing it hits is your ring on the old one, which slows down the line speed through the guide. What the reverse angle does is actually the frame of the guide helps cycle the line through. And as you can see, we've put a lot more guides on the rod. This is Fuji's concept system. The main thing about these guides, having so many, is it gives a very straight cast. So this is about an accuracy and casting thing. The bass fishermen really appreciate that. When you're pitching to a small pocket, you want to make sure your bait goes where it's supposed to be. These guides help an awful lot. They're light, they're very expensive. There's about $80 worth of guides on that rod alone. So, it's an awful lot. The rod's also got our new resin system, which has improved the rod strength over 30% from existing models. So these things are getting to be pretty bulletproof, yet are still very, very sensitive to use. So this rod, the end result was that this rod won ICAST Freshwater Rod of the Show at our biggest industry award last year, and the crowning achievement was the saltwater version won the Saltwater Rod of the Show. So nice. we got both ends of the best of the rod market. Fantastic. For last year was really, really nice. So this is the crowning achievement, state of the art, probably the best rod on the market today.
Very nice, very nice. I touched it earlier there, and I was playing with it, and might just have to take that one home with me.
That'd be.
I don't know. Maybe you'll look the other way, and I'll just take that one that way.
I got them all counted.
Yeah. Okay, Bob from St. Croix. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Have
for
a
the
good day.
look.
Appreciate it. Bye bye.
This is one for the big people for sure.